What's up and welcome back to the Scuffed Ass Podcast for episode number 282. Wunder's here all late. It's his fault.
I'm only an hour late.
Nah, it's fine. Well, if we're going off when we normally record, you're like 3 hours late.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, this is going to be the funny part. I'm going to piss off Geek.
As you do. That's what you do.
So we drove all the way down there for my chiropractor appointment just to find out that it's actually next Monday, not this Monday.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
That's...
Aspen was so upset. She's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I messed that up."
And you can't even go next week.
I can.
You're not going to be here. That's why we're recording two this week.
It's not till 5:30.
I thought you were coming home on Tuesday.
Suck. No, I'm taking Monday off, so I gotta be home by Monday. I'm working Tuesday, so
gotcha.
Yeah. Yippers.
Well, that's still awful. Fuck you. Did you at least bring me some Taco Bell? No, because I don't live there anymore, you fuck.
No, but you would have got Wonderful House if you did.
That would have been great also. Damn it, I want Chinese food.
I got my girlfriend hooked on the... I got my girlfriend hooked on the walnut shrimp.
Oh. Nice.
Can't remember, what is it, coconut?
I thought it was just walnut shrimp, but I don't know.
It's like coconut walnut shrimp or whatever.
It has nuts in it, so I don't even look at it on the menu. It's kind of like when I see ads on a computer screen, I kind of just block that out. It says nuts, so I wasn't paying attention. Even if it doesn't mean that, I block it out. It doesn't need to exist to me.
Right. Yeah. So. Yeah, and then the reason why. So then I was thinking, well, at least maybe I'll make it back in time for a couple of podcasts, and then we decided to go to Walmart before we went to get Chinese food.
Never go to Walmart. Don't do that.
Yeah. Well, we had some stuff that we really needed. So
yeah, that's. I was gonna say, there's not a Walmart close enough for me to just go to, but I've just started paying for the stupid thing. They have like a Walmart Plus subscription that just makes the delivery fee free. So I just order Walmart and it just shows up for the same price as if I went to Walmart. That's great. Shout out Walmart.
Yeah, fair.
Or not shout out Walmart. I don't know. Fuck them. Something. It's a corporation, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fuck them, but also, hey, that's
as convenient
cool.
As they are, they're kind of shitty sometimes.
Right?
So
Yeah. I mean, but also, like, especially for me and the exact spot I am, if it's not for corporations, where the fuck else am I going to get groceries?
Right.
It's not like there where there's the market.
Right. I don't want to think Amazon's pissing me off.
What did Amazon do?
Because I ordered a new headset.
Why did you order a new headset?
Because these ones right here, the left ear is going out on them.
Oh, okay. So, but why did you order a new headset? Just unplug the ones you're wearing and plug them into your controller.
Isn't this one a USB plug-in?
No.
Oh, you're right. Well, because I don't want to reach back there, unplug it, plug it into my controller.
No, that's fair.
And then unplug it from my controller, and then try to reach back there and figure out where the hole's at. You know?
Yeah.
So I just went ahead and bought me a new headset.
Yeah.
And then if these ever go bad, they're a real nice headset. So I don't know if they're super nice, but they look nice. And they have good ratings.
Ones on your head are your nice pair, even after the new ones you bought.
Yeah.
Because you're wearing a $200 pair of headphones that are actually really good.
Yeah.
Because you just wanted the ones I had, which is wild because I've went through like 3 pairs of these. The first one was so fucked up. I had a football and I was like throwing it up in the air and playing catch. And I caught the ball, but like against my headset, and it like ruptured the speaker, so one of the sides stopped working.
Oh. Yeah.
That was tough. That was a bad time.
I just see how much. Oh. Yeah, so these are like these are an $80 set of headset that I got.
What are they?
They're HyperX Cloud 2.
Oh yeah, HyperX isn't bad.
So, I mean, they look cool. I don't know. I was looking for something cheap because I'm pretty sure these ones
cost you nothing.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, they were a gift. If I recall, maybe it's a different pair that I'm thinking of.
You're thinking of a different pair. Yeah. I think you gave me my Turtle Beaches.
No,
or something
I didn't.
Like
not from me. But maybe I'm just misremembering them.
Yeah, these ones I'm pretty sure I bought.
I don't remember.
Because I had one before this that I know I didn't buy. Because I'm pretty sure these were like $80 or something. I don't know. I've had them a really long time, and the speakers just now start. It's weird because like I think it might be like a wiring problem, or either the speaker's going bad or it's a wiring problem. But if I take the cord and do that, it works fine.
Weird.
It's weird.
So I hate that you just said, they're whatever, a couple years old, so maybe it's time. It's really funny to have that answer today when the headphones I'm wearing currently would cost you $10. I got them for free in the box with an iPhone over 10 years ago. Sorry, not an iPhone. It was an iPod, and it was over a decade ago. And they still work and are, for in-ear headphones, maybe the most comfortable ones I've ever worn. Obviously, they're not like IEMs and they're not perfect, but I mean, they sound good enough and they're $10. Like, this is great. Because I have that like $80 pair of Logitechs that are, you've seen them, the purple ones. Those suck and were $80.
Oh. That's why I was worried about these. That I know they had good rating, but
the Logitech ones sound really good. They just hurt the shit out of my ears because they're in ears, but they have the like rubber bits on the end.
Oh,
so they really go in your ears, and they're not a good shape for my ears. So I just get like ear fatigue, and they hurt really fast.
Right. Yeah, I have a hard time even with like regular earplugs or something.
Yeah.
That's why I prefer the earmuffs, but it's hard to wear ear muffs when you're on the fire department. You can't wear you can't wear the earmuffs with the helmet. So
right. Mine, like, these don't go all the way in your ear. They just kind of sit there. These are normally okay. And then my AirPods Pros, which go all the way in your ear, but they're like shaped better. I don't know. They don't cause ear fatigue for me almost ever. Like, I think the one time I got them was on a flight, and it was like an 8-hour day where I didn't take them out. It's like, after 8 hours, I get sick of my fucking headset that's actually comfortable. Like, after 8 hours, it's like, I just want to not have stuff on my ears anymore.
What's weird for me is it's not around my ears that bothers me. It's like right here,
the top of your
going
head.
across the top of my head, like gets like I don't know, sore.
Yep. I don't have that anymore, but that's because I have a dent in my head.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I hate it. I'll be hating it.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, the whole reason this came up was Amazon was pissing me off.
Oh, yeah.
Because I ordered it. This is a weird circle, but I ordered it like June 15th or something like that.
Wow, it's almost July 15th.
Yeah, so I ordered it June 15th. Then they told me it was going to be, it'll be June like 29th or something like that. I'm like, okay, not a big deal. So then June 29th rolls around, nothing. Don't get my package. So then I go back on my shipping thing, and they're like, "Oh yeah, never mind. It's supposed to be July 2nd." So then July 2nd rolled around. Don't get nothing. And a couple days go by, and I'm like, all right, I check it, and it's like, okay, it's gonna be July 10th. And I'm like, oh, perfect, on my birthday. I'll be gone. And then they're like, oh, now it's gonna be July 19th. And it's like, would you people make up your mind?
I love that. I ordered a cable on Saturday, technically Sunday morning at like 2 a.m.
Uh-huh.
It got here Sunday at noon.
That
was pretty
Sucks
great.
To suck.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was pretty great.
Somehow it's taking 2.5 months to go from Denver to my house.
Oh, sorry. I just stole them.
Oh, well, I'll shoot you.
Imagine. So I just turned on the Rockies game to see that they're losing 9-3. So this is fun.
Yeah. Actually, it was funny because we were at work today. Somebody brought up, well, yeah, because we just got a new employee, an electrician. He lived in Denver.
Okay.
And he moved to here. And one of our guys that's been working there for a while now, his name's Steven. And he asked the new employee, he goes, "Hey, you want to go to a Rockies game or something like that?" And I piped up immediately. I'm like, why in the hell would you want to go watch a Rockies game unless you're going there to watch the other team? But even then, you're just watching them, destroy the Rockies. That's not very entertaining. Like, the Rockies are the worst baseball team in the history of baseball. Yeah. Why would you want to go see that?
Because
other
it's
than the
history.
fact that you're experiencing history, but I don't know. It's like eating pineapple on pizza. Yeah, it tastes good, but it just ain't right.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's crazy. That's a crazy
I know.
thing to say.
There's a lot of pineapple on pizza people out there that just got mad at me right there.
Yeah.
I'm not sorry.
Definitely did.
I'm not canceled. Sorry. Fight me about it.
You're canceled. If that's what we get canceled over, that'll be fine.
I mean, fair. Unfair.
Pineapple doesn't go on anything. Pineapple is gross, not because it tastes bad. Why? It's the texture's so disgusting.
I like pineapple,
but it's like really stringy's not the right word, but you know what I mean. It's really, the texture's gross. I can't do it.
I don't know. I like pineapple. I think it tastes good. But I don't like cooked pineapple, if you know what I mean. Fair. I just like fresh pineapple. And I have to be in the mood for it. And I don't know. I do like it, though. It's really good for you, but like I said, it's not something I go to the grocery store and I'm like, I'm going to eat pineapple today. The only time I eat pineapple is when somebody else cuts it up and it just happens to be there. And I eat one and I'm like, oh, shit, that's really good. So then I end up almost foundering on it.
That'll never happen for you now because you have to, you don't live with anybody else that doesn't go shopping with you, so you'll never buy it, so it'll never just be there.
Well,
I've realized how
Aspen
depressing
buys
that
pineapples
is
every other day. She actually buys pineapples quite often.
Okay, so, all right.
So, yeah, I've actually eaten more pineapple than I ever have. I don't know. Pineapples are interesting.
No, pineapples are pineapples.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You ever see where people take the pineapple and they smack it and they roll it and then they just pull the pieces out?
Yeah,
and,
I've seen that. There's no way. I don't believe it.
I don't know. I've always thought about trying it, but it's that's a lot of effort though.
Okay, I was going to bring this up as part of our conversation in the next episode because we're recording these back to back. But, you know what? No, I'm going to save it because it fits with what we were going to talk about. there's a lot of other things to talk about. It kind of all goes in one. So, and I don't want to end up covering it all accidentally. What is this post? I'm so dazed and confused.
Right. I'm just so ready for road construction to be done.
It never will be.
They just finished the asphalt today, I think.
So another 2 months to paint. And
I don't care as long as they don't have the stupid ass stoplight anymore.
Oh no, it's gonna be shut down for 2 months.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
When they paint, they don't shut it down. They just have a guy that rides behind it that says wet paint, and then you go around them.
So this isn't something I've been seeing, but this isn't something I was planning to talk about before. But have you seen the stupid fucking video of this guy taking a piece of white bread and like running it under the sink and like squishing it around, and it almost acts like a sponge? And then he starts like talking about the ingredients that are listed, but doesn't know what any of the words mean, which obviously means it's poison, when actually it just means you're fucking stupid. And he's like, well, why does our bread act like this? This isn't how bread used to be. It's like, yeah, because we figured out how to make better, longer lasting bread. Mm-hmm. It's just a way that you activate the gluten that makes it act weird like that. That's why our bread is weirder now than it used to be. Mm-hmm. But it feels weird, but it's just better bread, man. It's fine. I hate this idea. Well, what the hell are they putting in our food? They literally tell you. We require them to. Every single thing that's in your food you know about. Every single thing.
I feel like out of all the foods that you could complain about, I don't think regular asshole bread is the thing to talk about. Like, why don't you go talk about the foods that have food dyes in them and stuff like that actually aren't good for you.
Most other things aren't really the problem.
Right. If you want to talk about something, look at what other countries have banned. You know?
When it comes to dyes, it's really weird because we have banned more different types of dye. But there are very specific ones that we know are a problem that we don't ban, but every other country does. And it's like, what are we doing?
Well, technically, I guess we're banning them now, but
yeah,
like they've got a certain grace period to phase them out.
I was going to say, they've supposedly been banned for a decade. They just don't ever have to go away.
But I don't know. I'm not saying that making your own bread isn't better for you, but it's totally not going to last as long as the bread that's in the store.
Right. And like, unless you're eating bread constantly, it is almost cheaper to make your own bread. I did that when I first moved here. But then I realized there's this thing where, yes, it was cheaper to make my own bread, but it also wasn't, because I was throwing bread out every 3 days because I don't eat an entire loaf. It takes me 2 weeks to eat a loaf of bread.
So like what, because Aspen loves to make bread and she's really good at it.
Yep.
She makes sourdough and stuff.
Yeah.
But whenever she makes it, she has a plan on how to use it for the week.
Yep.
So that it gets eaten.
Yep.
You know, this day we're going to have it, we're going to have steaks and we're going to have, garlic bread and kind of make it into garlic bread and stuff. And then this day we're going to make sandwiches out of them. And then this day, so that it gets ate, because it is homemade bread, so it doesn't last as long. Usually you get about 7 days at the most before it starts to mold. So, whereas bread on the shelf,
might
go a couple weeks.
That's why I don't even buy bread at the store anymore, and it's not because of what's in it. One, I don't really like bread that much, and also I'm just entirely in a tortilla phase at this exact moment. It's like, instead of a sandwich, I just make a wrap or a burrito. Mm-hmm. Like, I keep making burritos that are just a hamburger patty in the middle instead of having a bun. It's just a tortilla wrapping everything, and it's great.
Right. And for, FYI for people out there that don't know, if you want your bread and tortillas to last longer, put them in the fridge.
True.
They'll last twice as long. And unless it's like French bread, because French bread's so dry half the time.
Say, French bread just ruins by existing.
But normal bread for us is very moist. And And also what's weird is our bread is considered a dessert in other countries. Because
depends on the bread.
It's well, our normal breads have sugar in them.
All bread has sugar in it.
Not all bread, but like
at least some. That's how you activate the yeast. It has some sort of sweetener to activate the yeast. We might put a little extra, but it's in most cases it's not that big of a deal. The real reason that gets talked about like that is because of the Subway lawsuit. Because Subway's bread is like actually full of sugar and is cake, like factually. Even in America, it should be classified as cake. We just don't care.
Right. But like our bread is considered a dessert or a sweet bread or whatever in other countries because we have a lot of sugar in our bread. Other countries do not add nearly as much sugar, which makes, sense as to why the like French bread or whatever. When I took French class, our teacher constantly went to France and she would bring back bread with her. And it's like, it's like, I don't know. It's like bland to me.
I'm sad we never got to go to France. They used to do that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not everybody
international
ended up
travel's
getting to
a pain
go,
in the ass now.
It was then too. Like, it's been a pain in the ass for a long time. They just didn't let us go for whatever reason. And I mean, obviously we had to like do fundraisers or whatever to get to go. Right. But like, I would have sold the fuck out of some stuff.
Right. I mean, I sold pies and made $6,000.
Yeah, because that's how we paid for our Disney trip for band.
Yeah.
Other school, because I think the school district you were in just got bored of being cool and like doing cool things. And I mean, again, it helps that the school district I was in was a singular school. That really does give you a lot more budget to fuck around with and do stupid shit.
Right.
But like, that was sick. We went to California for a week, spent a week at Disneyland and Universal Studios so that we could play, so our band could play. We didn't practice at all while we were there. We played one time for 7 minutes.
Wow.
That is why we made this trip. Great times.
Yeah. I just feel like your passports are a pain in the ass to get nowadays compared to what it used to be.
No time and no effort.
I've heard of like when my mom went and got it, it took her like weeks for whatever reason to get it.
Because you send in the information and then it's the fucking government. So of course you wait. So it's not that hard. The issue is people are fucking stupid. And I'm not saying your mom is, but like
they wait till like right before the trip and then try to get
I have a month before the trip, so let me submit for your passport a year in advance, and then it doesn't matter that it took them 6 months.
Right.
Be smarter than that. Now, I don't know what would cause international travel to just randomly pop up on you. Then it could be annoying. But also, even if you're not 100% sure when you plan to travel, your passport lasts 10 years. Just fucking go get one.
Mm-hmm. See, Aspen and I plan on just going and getting our passports at some point, just because, we might decide, oh, hey, we got this really good, because Cody has a travel agent as a family member. And she had, so like the other day, she had a trip to Cabo for 7 days, everything exclusively paid for. The only thing you had to pay for was your flights. And once you got down there, everything was paid for. Food, drinks, everything. $2,100.
Nice. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I went and got mine just because I was like, there's conventions I want to go to in other countries. I don't know when I'll go. And then like 6 months after I got mine, I went to Canada because I was like, oh, there's a convention there that I want to go to. Hey, look, I have my passport. I can just go.
Right. But yeah, we just don't know if there's ever going to be holy shit, this is a great, this
great
is
deal.
awesome.
I want to go, but we don't have passports. Yeah.
Right. But yeah. And it's like, oh, I can give you $1,800 for 2 people and go to Cabo for 7 days, But we plan on doing something for our honeymoon and we just don't know what yet. So that's why we plan on maybe getting our passports before before we get married. So we, you know, if we decide to go out of country, we can.
Right.
And it depends on world politics. Also, if I travel much outside the United States, so I'm hearing there's a lot of issues. I wouldn't say issues, but it's becoming harder and harder to get back into the United States, even with your passport. So, not that you're not able to. It's just you got to go through more of a process, which is just annoying.
Right.
I think it kind of depends on where you travel to. You know,
that's not a passport thing. That's a whole separate.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. That's. But I'm just saying on the aspect of just going somewhere else. Yeah. You know, because if I want to go to, you know, Germany or something like that, that might be a little different than if I went to Canada. You know.
Right.
But
yeah, Canada, you just go. Mm-hmm. Well, for now.
Right. For now. We'll see how much we piss each other off, I guess. But.
Sorry, responding to people about things.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no. Nothing bad. All's good. People aren't being dumb. I'm just making a point.
Yeah.
I
want to talk about Expedition 33, but I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, so.
Yeah, I do too, but samesies. That, I think, is going to wait until the next time me and you record. Not like the next episode we record in a few minutes, but like.
Right.
A couple weeks from now.
How much have you played since we played?
I've beat it.
Since we talked about it last. You beat it?
Yeah.
Do you immediately beat it after the 2?
No.
No. Okay. There's a lot more after that. Because I was like, well, fuck. There's so much other stuff I know I haven't touched yet.
Oh yeah,
you know?
dude.
And I don't want to beat it.
I missed a bunch of things. Like a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
I can't. There's one particular boss I can't wait for you to fight, and it's just a random boss that's out in the world.
Oh well, yeah. That I probably never fought it.
Yeah,
I'll have
it's
to.
Just
I plan to play through it at least a couple more times because what I didn't know, and this isn't really a spoiler, there are multiple different endings. So
really,
yeah. So I will be playing it again, and probably more than
through my first romance scene. So
nice.
Yeah.
So the thing that I was being quiet and slow about replying to was somebody said which one's getting passed first, and it's LeBron's 50,000 plus career points or Steph Curry's 4,600 career threes. And it's no one's ever catching LeBron. I don't think it's going to be possible. Looking at the numbers, there is not a current player who has a shot. Not one. For anyone to do it, they would have to come into the league at like 19, play for 23 years, and average 30 points a year. I think actually when you boil it down to that, it's like play for 19 years and average 35 a year. Nobody's doing that.
Right.
It's just not happening.
I mean, Jokic could have maybe done it if he started at 18 or something.
Probably not, because Jokic wasn't good. It took him even he didn't start until into his 20s, and then he really wasn't good for multiple more years after that. Like,
right, but
people forget that LeBron came in at 18, walked into the NBA and started averaging 26 and just never stopped.
Yeah.
He has been in the league. This is going to be year like 22.
Yeah.
This shit's
there'll be another, might be a really long time, but there'll be another prodigy that comes along.
It's
the
insane. Thing of, it's the era change that matters.
Right.
Because guys don't play the amount of games anymore. That's where it gets hard.
Right.
And I think the even crazier idea for LeBron is like no one's ever going to touch his minutes played. And that's mostly just because he went to 10 straight NBA finals.
Right.
That's not a thing you did in the 60s when it was mostly plumbers. Like, LeBron's different, dude. But the Steph thing, Steph's the greatest shooter ever. Will probably always be. But Anthony Edwards is only 23 and already has 1,100 career threes. Like, he could totally do it. Could totally do it.
Right.
Will he? Don't know. But yeah. I don't know. Crazy times. Basketball's weird. Sports are weird. My teams are bad. I want to cry.
Oh, man, it looks like it's going to dry out now.
Well, yeah, welcome to the end of summer.
I know.
Sucks.
It's supposed to be in the 100-degree area, and except for Friday, there's supposed to be a cold front that comes through, and it's only like 75. That'll be nice, but then it's supposed to get hot again after that. But I'm just freaked out because we've gotten a whole shit ton of moisture, and the vegetation has grown and is very thick this year, and we get one dry lightning storm that comes through, and it's going to be horrible.
Bro's talking about fire time again.
Yeah, well, at least you don't live here now, so you don't have to worry about burning down.
True. Luckily, my building's mostly concrete.
Right.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, there's like stuff that isn't concrete inside each floor, but like,
right.
A lot less worried about things here.
It's kind of like our military buildings. It's like, while there is things that can catch on fire in them, the building's not really going to burn down because it's all concrete and cinder blocks.
The thing that's more concerning is that someone in the building catches their apartment on fire, and it's not that it burns down the building. It's just that it kicks on the fucking sprinklers and ruins your shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's the concern.
Right. Especially
that's
when
what you have insurance for.
Right. We just got renter's insurance also for here. So, you know, we got a $40,000 thing for like,
I paid a bit more than I probably should, but that's because I own a lot of shit. And I need to be sure that my insurance will replace it.
Yeah. I think ours is like $19 a month or something like that.
Mine's a bit more than that.
And it covers $40,000. I figure that's probably $40,000, probably way more than what I have in this house. So,
but mine's also more because there's like the personal belongings coverage that we added on that is a bunch of money, but then what's required through the building is like coverage for, I think what's required is like $100,000.
Holy shit.
It's just coverage for $100,000.
Right.
But
so you're
I
not
think mine's higher
than,
well, no, that's the part that just goes to the building for the apartment. Mine is, then there's the personal stuff that's its own thing.
Okay.
So mine's higher just because paying for the actual part of the building itself is more expensive.
Right.
And then I'm paying, I think, higher than you for personal stuff alone. I think I have $50,000 in personal stuff coverage.
Yeah.
I started doing the math on the things I own.
I could see it for you. Yeah. I did the math for me. I think I've got probably at the most $20,000 in this house.
Yeah.
And what's nice about about the insurance that we have is if we have a total loss, if it's concluded that it's a total loss, they don't just go, okay, well, how much did you have here? How much did you have there? They just write you out a $40,000 check and say, here you go.
Oh, that's nice.
So, yeah. I think it's easier for them to do that than just to try to go through and pick and choose and
sure,
because everybody's going to be like, oh yeah, I had a $25,000 PC or some shit like that.
The nice thing for me is, like, if it ever came down to that, the nice thing for me is I buy everything online. I have the receipts for everything Because my favorite is like, yeah, so here's something I lost. It's this, and the nice thing about StockX is it shows me the price currently. Yeah, I lost this $1,000 pair of shoes. It wasn't that when I bought it, but that's what it costs to replace them.
Mm-hmm.
So let's figure that out. Thanks.
Right.
Here's the receipt for everything else I own because I buy everything on the internet.
Right.
Because, yeah, it's the lie of like, yeah, I had this really, really expensive flat screen TV when it was really a TCL from Walmart that cost you $400. Nothing wrong with that. Cheap TVs have gotten surprisingly good. There just is another level to TVs. There's multiple other levels to TVs. But, like, you can watch really good TV on a under $500 thing now, which is crazy because that did not used to exist.
Yeah.
But when you jump from that TV to, like, the one over here, it's a bit ridiculous. I still get amazed sometimes watching things.
That's like Aspen and I, we got like a $600 or $700 TV for like 270, I think, because it was the display TV.
That's dope.
And there's nothing wrong with it. It was a display. It was out of the box, so then they couldn't sell it as brand new. So it's like, fuck it, I'll take the display TV. I mean, worst, if I plug it in and it doesn't work, I'll just bring it back. Because it's already been out of the box.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't know.
It's going to make me sign up for Netflix. People keep wanting me to watch a show. No.
Oh. I forgot you don't have Netflix.
Because Netflix is fucking stupid. What the fuck do I pay for all of my other ones? Because I get Peacock free with my internet, which is nice. What other ones do I have? Paramount just doesn't try to make sure you're in the same household yet. So that one I don't pay for, but I have. And I have HBO, Hulu, and Disney Plus bundled together for less than what it costs to have Netflix alone. So why the fuck would I pay for Netflix?
Right, that's what's ridiculous is Netflix went from like what, $4, $6 to all of a sudden it's in the 20s, like $24.
And for me, because ads make me want to kill myself, to get it without ads costs $29 a month. Fuck you. I'm not paying that. Especially since all of Netflix's shows keep leaving and going somewhere else. Like, I will probably pay for Netflix again towards the end of the year when all of the crazy WWE pay-per-views start, because that's when WWE matters again. So I'll have it so I can watch WWE stuff until April, and then after the night after WrestleMania, cancel it, and then not worry about it again until the beginning of the year.
Right.
Like, that's it.
I have Netflix, HBO Max, Paramount, Amazon Prime. I buy a lot of movies off of that.
See, I have Prime, but I cheat. Because my mom has Prime, and she can just add you to her Prime family, and then you get all the benefits of Prime without paying for it.
Exactly, yeah. But, yeah. That's kind of how it is for me.
Yep.
Disney Plus. And as much as I would like to bitch about how much it costs, I can't, because even having all of that individually is still like 90% cheaper than having Dish.
Yeah.
Which was the whole reason I went with all the streaming services.
Yep. Right now, in total for streaming services, I think I pay $50 a month. And that is just because I pay for YouTube Premium.
Yeah.
And that's...
I think I'm a little more than
YouTube Premium's also music, so it's its own thing. Because that's like paying for Spotify. But I won't. Because I have YouTube Music.
Right.
I wish I could get like YouTube Premium slightly cheaper and like not include music and stuff and then get Spotify because so the YouTube Music app sucks. The thing I do love is that you can add YouTube videos to playlists on YouTube Music. So songs that are not like officially released or have been removed from people's track lists for whatever reason can still exist because people re-upload them on YouTube because nothing ever disappears anymore. So I have access to all those extra songs, which is nice, but the app sucks. The way different things work in the app sucks. What is worse is Google Play Music used to be what you got for free with YouTube Premium, and it was a better experience in every way than both Apple Music and Spotify. It was perfect in every way. And then Google threw it away to force YouTube Music and took everything that was good and went, we don't have that anymore. Here's shit app, and I don't understand. I don't get it. What the fuck are we doing? What is with the enshittification of the world? Why do we have to make everything shitty all the time?
Right. It seems like anytime we find something that's like, oh, this is badass. This is good. This is great. Working out for us. And then they go, never mind.
True.
We're just going to scratch everything that was good, make it worse.
Yeah, pretty much.
That shit's annoying.
About tracks. So yeah, that sucks. But yeah, I pay $30 a month for the bundle of Disney Plus, Hulu, and HBO Max with no ads. It was only like $20 if you had ads, but I refuse. Mm-hmm. If I'm paying for the thing, I just don't want ads.
Right.
It really should exist where things are free with ads, or you pay for them and no ads. That's it. There shouldn't be, well, you can just pay a little bit and still get ads. Fuck you. You're getting money from the ads.
That's what pissed me off about Netflix.
That's why I like YouTube. Either watch it with ads or pay for no ads. That's it.
We're going to increase our prices by 4 times the amount of what you were paying, and you have ads.
And they do it every 2 months. They increase their prices every 2 months while constantly. Also, Netflix is going to get me to not ever want to subscribe again anyways, because they're about to lose Supernatural, which is like the one show that makes me want Netflix.
Right.
I'm at the point where I just want to spend like $200 on Amazon Prime or Apple TV, either one, and just buy all of the seasons of Supernatural and just own them.
Yeah.
But then I think about, I don't trust digital platforms, so then I think about just buying all the discs because I have an Xbox One over there and can just put the disc in.
Yeah.
I also have a PS3 over there and a Wii. I have a PS2 somewhere in this house. I don't know where, though.
I used to have one.
I think I have a PS2. Seeing as I just said I don't know where it is, I think I have one.
I sold my PS2 a long time ago at a pawn shop.
Bro, pawned it off. That's crazy.
I did pawn it.
Did you buy college football?
Not yet.
It's out today, though. Not really.
Technically, it's not out till my birthday.
It's out today if you bought the deluxe edition.
Right, which I'm not going to do that.
Right.
But I am excited for the new league that I'm going to be in. Because they're doing, I think everybody voted that we're going to do schools that are 2.5 star or less.
Nice.
So I can actually be Wyoming and maybe have a shot at not getting completely murked. I also thought about being an asshole and just going with Boise.
Why? There's nobody good left there.
I don't know. Just because of the blue stadium. Nothing like wearing all blue uniform on a blue fucking stadium just to piss off other people.
See, it would only piss me off, I think, and I'm not there.
No, it pisses everybody off.
Just knowing you're doing it pisses me off.
Because I tried it on the 2025 version, and the people are just invisible half the time.
Yeah, dude. Shit sucks.
make it a complete advantage by being at home.
I'm still unsure if I'm getting the new college football game.
Really? They're bringing back the high school thing, though.
Yeah, but so it costs money.
Yeah, I get that.
And I have to be smart about where I spend money on games. And I don't know how much content there is for me on college football. And if I have to pick between it and Madden, I'm going to pick Madden because there's more content there.
Right.
So,
well, people care about NFL bet more than they care about college anyway.
Yeah. So
that makes sense to me.
It's entirely I have to look at it from my perspective. The only one worth the money is Madden because of all the changes. There's a lot people are going to want to see as content.
Right. It makes sense for you, but it makes sense for me to do college because that's the one I like to play. That's the one. If I had Madden, I'm not going to play it.
Yep.
So might as well get college.
Yep. 100%.
I'm also going to be in the same boat as you. I'm kind of poor this month because I had a small paycheck, and last month I overspent. So I had to, put the money back into my savings that I pulled out of my savings, and so I had like $1,200 left, and I just spent $200 today for 2 bags out of Walmart.
Yeah, dude.
And it was $57, so 60 some dollars in Chinese, and then $54 for fuel.
Yep.
So yeah, expensive day. I can't leave the house without spending $200.
I don't know. I've figured out a good grocery strategy. And that is do what equals out to like a $50 Walmart order, but that's because I know the specific things I want. And then I go to Whole Foods on Tuesdays, buy a rotisserie chicken, because that'll feed me multiple days out of the week for $7. Buy $3 worth of slices of cheese. And then the other $10 I spend on veggies, and I do groceries for like $70, and I'm good for at least the week.
Yeah, so
that's because I haven't had to replace sauces or anything important yet. This strategy works for now until I run out of the stuff that actually costs money.
Yeah, well, see, we didn't even get groceries.
Oof.
We got, you want to know what we got? And I'm not shitting you. It was literally 2 bags. We got 2 like containers of Crystal Drain-X stuff.
Yep.
Because we got a drain that's clogged. I got a thing of black ink for my printer. Aspen got a light, like one of those little light bars that are they got magnets, and you glue the magnets to the bottom of the cabinet, and then you stick the light there, and it's like motion. So she's got a dark part of the counter that she can't see on very well, so she's getting that.
Nice.
She got that. We got baby wipes, and that was pretty much it. I think that's pretty much it. I might be leaving out 1 or 2 things, but.
So you're ready to go back to that town on Friday?
This Thursday or Friday?
Yeah, I know you're going out of town, but also Superman.
Oh yeah,
Superman.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna be doing this one. I'll wave at you on the way by.
Well, no, I'm not going. Well, I don't.
Oh, that's right. You're saying.
I was saying you should go to that town and see Superman. I'm not going home this weekend. I was telling you.
Well, I mean, technically, I still drive by you, so.
Well, I don't think you come all the way into the city. I don't think you do. Technically, the place you're at's like 40 miles out of the city, and it never involves going into.
I think, technically, I end up.
Because you got to remember, I am like city. Downtown.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know exactly where you live,
yeah,
so. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, that was over $100 at Walmart. And out of all that stuff, what do you think was most expensive?
Probably like the Drain-X bullshit.
No, that was $8 for one of those.
Oh, really? Okay. then I have no idea.
The fucking ink.
Oh, actually, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, one little cartridge of black ink, almost $50 fucking for ink. God damn, what the hell? And then the stupid multicolor packet was like $124. I was like, I guess we only need black ink.
Yeah.
Don't need the colors. But at least the printer I got was for free. Cody's parents didn't need it anymore, so they gave it to me. So
printers are tough.
It's kind of nice.
Nobody needs one until they need one.
Well, I need them quite often because I print off hunting stuff out of it all the time. So
yeah, I don't print.
And then Aspen's got her little business she's came up with now, and so she's printing stuff off for that all the time, and
nice
job stuff, and so she might end up being a brand inspector.
Nice,
which would be cool. So if she gets that job, then money won't be quite as an issue for us, because we'll be making almost $100,000 apiece, between the two of us. Of course, that won't be take home. The government will take half of that.
That mosh pit's crazy. I'm sorry. I was listening, but also looking at Twitter. So Ozzy Osbourne had his final concert ever. Very tough because he kept wanting to get up and like dance around, but he just actively can't.
Right. There's a lot of people that got emotional when he did Mama, I'm Coming Home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
he was actually actively like tearing up and had tears.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows that's his last
time he's performing every one of those songs.
Mm-hmm.
But Jason Momoa was there, Aquaman, Khal Drogo. Yep, you know the guy.
I know the guy.
He was in the mosh pit. Some guy just has a video of the mosh pit, and Jason Momoa is just fighting for his life behind him because they are packed in there tighter than sardines.
Right. Jason's not a small dude.
No, he is fighting for his life. But it also looks like he's having the time of his life. It's just also a fight for survival. There are also some feet in the sky, and that's a little worrying. I'm going to send you the video.
That person's dead.
Well, if you don't die in a mosh pit, what's the point of the mosh pit,
Fair. Ding dong.
Boot up. Oh, I didn't listen to the audio, but whatever you got to do. You see the feet that I was mentioning? Crazy.
Jason looks like he's been doing drugs for like 2 weeks. He's all sweaty, hair's a mess.
That's just 10 minutes into the concert.
Some dude's just like getting thrown around.
The ones that I dislike, there's a couple of dudes sitting there, or obviously not sitting, but like standing there, that just are like red-faced and seem pissed off that they're there. Don't be in the mosh pit if you don't want the mosh pit to exist around you. You do not.
Right.
It is a mosh pit. You get zero personal space.
Right. But also, I wonder, I feel like mosh pit tickets are probably cheaper than...
No.
Really?
Because you're closer to the stage.
It's not like Cheyenne Frontier Days where the tickets in the party section are cheaper than the seat tickets?
Normally they aren't.
Every time I get tickets, the seat tickets are worse than the party tickets.
Weird. What do you do for tickets?
I'm just saying.
Now I gotta look because I don't believe you. But
because the tickets I was looking at for seats were like $300, and I could get a party ticket for like $75.
Let's look at, in general, what's going to be the most expensive Frontier Nights show. Probably, who the fuck's even there this year? Nobody good. Luke Bryan is probably the most expensive. Let's be
right.
I can buy one ticket.
Ash and I, we were gonna go see Ian Munsick and Travis Tritt.
Yeah.
And those tickets were fucking expensive.
So the cheapest spots, I can't even buy Party Zone apparently.
Let's say you might not even find tickets right now, since it's like right around the corner.
Yeah, that's fair. You were Ian Munsick. I'll look at those just for fun. Oh, no Party
really
Deck there. Party Zone,
yeah.
Not Party Deck, but you know what I mean.
Right.
But no, because Party Zone's closer to the stage, they're always more expensive.
That's what I thought, but I don't know.
I don't know. Because, so, for, like, the Sleep Token concert that's coming up here, I wish I could go. It's not that tickets are sold out. I'm just too poor. The cheapest ticket for one person is $465. But the standing room right by the stage is $1,000. It's always more expensive because you're closer to the stage.
Damn.
Okay, I guess I shouldn't say always since you got Party Zone tickets that were cheaper, but you know what I mean.
Right. I don't know. I don't know why.
From my experience, it's always more expensive.
Well, I guess, I mean, part of it makes sense because they're good if you get because you get closer to the stage, and that's if you get there in time.
Yeah, and I mean you're still closer than most of the seats, but you're yeah.
And you can't even see it. You have less of a view.
Yep.
Down there than you do in the seats.
Yep.
So I don't know. It's not like most party zones where there's like the stage that runs down the middle of the party zone.
Right.
And, you know, it's just kind of like a flat stage. And then you got like half a party zone on one side. And there's a space in the middle and half a party zone on the other side. So, you know, you're all cramped.
Just because Frontier Days sucks.
Yeah.
You know, I've never been to a concert at Red Rocks, and I really want to.
It's all right.
You've been?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew that you've gone to a concert basically ever.
We went and sang is it Chris or Ned that's still alive?
Ned.
We went to see Ned Ledoux. And the only reason we went to go see it was because I was with my ex at the time, and she volunteered to help with backstage stuff.
Nice.
And so we got in free. And
Chris Ledoux held me when I was a child.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's a weird random fact, I know.
That's crazy. But the good thing about Cheyenne Frontier Days is I get like 4 hours of admin leave at my job. Why? Because of Cheyenne Frontier Days. So our, main base of operations is in Cheyenne.
Yeah.
And for Cheyenne Frontier Days, the employees get 4 hours of admin leave because they go help with Cheyenne Frontier Days, like the setup and stuff. And the state was, they basically looked at it like, well, it's not fair that these employees get admin leave, but the rest of the employees in the state don't get anything. So they just give it to all the state employees for Cheyenne Frontier Days. And then we get 8 hours of admin leave the day. So the day after Thanksgiving, because the governor usually gives us that off. But some people already have it off, like our Phoenix Fridays and stuff. So it's kind of dumb that some people who are supposed to work get to have it off, but us that already had it off, it's just like, oh well, So they give it, they just give everybody 8 hours of admin leave. So I get 12 total hours of admin leave, and then a shit ton of holidays, along with. After 15 years of working there, I will get 16 hours of annual a month and 8 hours of sick a month.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just saw something I've never seen.
Wow, that's crazy for you.
It's a baseball thing I've never seen. Shohei Ohtani got struck out looking on a pitch that was very not in the zone. Shohei is the most, like, baseball type guy. He doesn't say shit ever.
Mm-hmm.
And Shohei immediately looked at the ump and was like, nope, you're wrong. Nope. And just kept talking shit the whole way back. Shohei does not do that. That's crazy.
Right.
Like, there was the series against the Padres where the Dodgers had... So a Padres pitcher had accidentally hit a Dodger early in the series. So from that moment on, Fernando Tatis then got drilled by the Dodgers like 4 times. So normally when you keep hitting a guy for a team, that team's pitcher will eventually just throw at your best player. So they threw at Shohei and hit him. And Shohei told the benches not to clear because he's like, that's the way the stupid unwritten rules of baseball are. I get it. He takes it as a compliment. He's like, I know I'm the best. Thanks. Also, thanks for the free base. My on-base percentage just went up. Thanks, guys. I'm going to chill over here.
So we're going to go up to the mountains to stay this weekend, and I just seen pictures of a bear on the front porch of the cabin we're staying in.
Oh, the one you're staying in?
Uh-huh.
Nice, you're going to have a bear friend.
Yeah, it didn't break into our cabin, but it broke into the neighbor's cabin and ate all of the spices.
Nice. Make sure you pet
all
the
they
bear.
left in there. Right. It's just it's not a real big bear.
Is it a black
cinnamon
bear?
Colored.
Oh.
Well, it's a black bear, but it's cinnamon colored.
Okay. Yeah, pet the black bear. It's a black bear. They're friends.
Yeah. I'll poop them on the nose.
I was going to say, black bears are friends. I 100% believe that.
Yeah. As long as it's not like a mom and cubs, you're probably okay.
I was going to say, yeah. And even if it
black
is...
Black bears pretty much are scared of humans.
Yeah, I was going to say, even if it is, just make it fuck off. Other than, yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. And then there's another picture of a big-ass bull moose in the front yard, too. So, all fun. Fun. But
Bro's gonna get
can't be leaving coolers. Can't leave our coolers outside. They'll eat them.
Bro's gonna get moosed.
I'll moose you.
Hey, yo.
Uh-huh.
What the fuck did I just... The first thing... All right. You're not allowed to respond to... You'll know which one you're not allowed to respond to. You know what? I'm just not going to send you that one yet. I'll do it in between recordings. But this one's just funny. Look at your phone. I need this reaction on the podcast, and then we can be done.
Just waiting for it to go through.
Yeah. Oh, it's awful. It's atrocious, actually. What? That looks all I got? All I get from you? What the hell is happening to that plane, by the way?
I don't know.
It's
melting.
I was going to say, but the front of the plane's just drooping down like it's sad, and the caption's just, sorry, pal, there is no third tower. It's so funny. I'm a bad person. I don't care.
You are.
So are you.
Move on to our next.
Okay. Wunder says he wants to end, so I guess without further ado, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.